I don't even know where to begin. Yesterday night, the United States men's national team experienced elimination from the 2024 Copa America, hosted on their own soil. It's embarrassing that it has come to this. I mean, by no means was I expecting the US to do much in the Copa, but the fact that they couldn't even escape the group stages? Are you kidding me? The US got lucky, so lucky in the group stage draw. The only tough team they had to face was Uruguay, but it shouldn't matter as they should beat Bolivia and Panama quite easily, no? Well, unfortunately, in US soccer, nothing is ever that simple. We started the campaign off on fire, with Christian Pulisic scoring an absolute golazo to put us in the lead versus Bolivia within 3 minutes. However, the US got really cold after that, really fast. They led 1-0 for 40 minutes until finally Balogun decided to double the lead. Later on in the game, Pepe had many chances off the bench and was disappointed to not score at least once. Overall, not the best performance, but a win's a win. However, against Panama, everything went wrong really fast. For some reason, Timothy Weah decided to push over Roderick Miller for absolutely no reason, and he got red carded for it. I mean, seriously, what was he thinking? He wasn't provoked, so what was the reason there? Weah isn't known for picking up pointless cards, so it really begs the question, why do it now? And so the US were down to 10 men. Yet somehow 4 minutes later, Balogun bags his second goal of the tournament, putting the US ahead as expected. Even with 10 men, the US are miles better than Panama, so this should be an easy win, right? Well, no. Like I said before, nothing can ever be that simple. For some reason, Greg has us park the bus against Panama. Can you believe it? We're parking the bus against Panama. This later leads to Panama's equalizer 3 minutes later. Even with 10 men, we should be able to win this. We have the talent. Why are we settling for a draw? Have we forgotten we need to play Uruguay next? Panama had already gotten that out of the way. Terrible management leads to Panama's second goal in the 83rd minute. Absolute embarrassment. However, merely 5 minutes later, Adalberto Carrasquilla gets red carded for an absolutely useless foul on Pulisic. This gives the USA a lifeline, and now they're pushing for a victory, and actually get some decent chances. Makes you wonder, why didn't they play like this the entire game? You're up against Panama, not a top 20 nation, but it's too little too late, and the States fall into the mighty Panamanians again. Now, this puts the US in a tricky situation. Due to their loss to Panama, they have to beat Uruguay in the next match. This is the only way to advance unless Panama somehow drop points to Bolivia. But come on, it's Bolivia. However, Uruguay just basically secured the top spot in their group due to their absolute pummeling of Bolivia 5-0. So maybe Uruguay rest their start. Of course they don't, because Bielsa's insane! Now the US are going to have to beat a full-strength Uruguay squad. Surprisingly, the USA were putting up a pretty good fight against Uruguay, creating some great chances. However, Panama got an early goal against Bolivia. If you need a reminder, the only way the US can advance without winning is by Panama dropping points. Currently, Panama advanced with the US being eliminated. Halftime ends with both teams drawing 0-0. The US desperately need to pick up the pace and create chances for themselves, as it is unlikely that Bolivia will do them any favors. The second half comes and nothing improves. However, in the other game, Bolivia have equalized. With that goal, the US are now advancing. However, you shouldn't count on that result to remain for long. Now we need to keep fighting for that first goal. No, Berhalter, what are you doing? And they've scored. That's it. It's all over. Wait, it's being reviewed by VAR. And he's offside. It won't stand. Wait, what? It stood? How? Well, that just sealed the United States fate. They couldn't get any more chances, and to add insult to injury, Panama just scored 2 more en route to beat Bolivia 3-1, advancing them to the quarters. It is worth mentioning that the ref in the US-Uruguay game was beyond awful. I don't understand how he even got the job. It was absolutely terrible. However, that doesn't take away from the United States' awful performances. That loss to Panama basically sealed their fate. They made way too many mistakes and played way too passively. Come on, man. The US have incredible talent on their current roster as well. They shouldn't be going out like this. It's an absolute disgrace. The players are soft and their coaching staff is an embarrassment, and this team frankly does not deserve anything. Luckily, this result probably means that Verhalter gets fired. Or maybe not. This federation is corrupt and cares more about profit over actual improvement of their football. We just have to hope. Thank you for listening to me yap.